Yo, what's going on everyone? Guiding Light here, and in this one I'm going to show you guys where and how you can farm the best weapons here in the first Descendant. Now once you get to the end of the game, you're going to unlock hard mode, and at this point you're going to want to get a lot of better weapons so that you can actually take on some of the bosses and these harder level missions. Now each destination will have different rewards, and you can actually pull up in the rewards in the main menu. Now these will change every single day, and it's just something to keep track of if you want to go after something specific or an actual damage type that you need. Now, in this video, I'm going to show you guys how you can just get one of the best overall weapons. This is going to be great for bosses, clearing out missions, clearing out the survivals. This assault rifle is actually extremely good, and I haven't had any trouble getting through any activities with it. Now, comparing it to the machine guns and other weapons, this gun is great because it actually allows you to have awesome mobility as well. Now, the machine guns are a little bit better for damage output than this gun, but it's really hard with the mobility and things like that to actually want to use them all the time. Now, if you guys have already unlocked hard, you can run this on either normal or hard. It actually doesn't matter what difficulty you're on when you farm this activity. So when you take a look at the mission description, it will actually tell you the exact weapons you can receive from these missions. So if you are needing a launcher or a specific weapon, you can actually go and get them from all these individual missions. Just switch around and find the one that you want. Now in today's video, I'm going to show you guys how you can get the Eternal Warrior. There's a lot of different missions around the game which can drop this item, but I found going over to White Knight Gulch in the hatchery was actually one of the easiest ways to start up a mission that you can get this weapon from. So once we fast travel here, this is the mission you will want to run. Now you can either do it on normal or hard. I honestly suggest just doing it on normal. If all you want is the weapon, just go ahead and do it on normal, and then I'll show you how you can level it up after you unlock it. So even if you get the drop at level 40, you'll still be able to level it up and get it to max level or max damage output. Now, the only reason you might want to run it on hard is if you don't want to waste materials later on when you level up. So if you are confident you can do it on hard, just run it on hard so that you don't have to waste a lot of your materials. Now, just run the mission as normal, but what you want to be on the lookout for are all of the different drops once they begin to pop up. Now, there will be more and more enemies as the mission goes on. It might start out a little slow, but towards the end, there will be a ton more. This is another reason you might want to run it on hard just to get more enemies to spawn. Now, either way, what you want to do is just look out for these drops. Once you finally get a drop, pick it up as soon as you can. Now, what you want to be on the lookout for is a weapon called the Eternal Willpower. There's a few other weapons you can get from this mission which are decent, but the Eternal Willpower is the one that I've been able to max up to the highest damage output. So as you can see, I just got it there as a drop. It may have only dropped at level 62 or even lower than that for y'all, but it doesn't matter. It's perfectly fine. Now, once you have gotten this drop, you want to go back to Albion. So even if you got it at level 60, that's fine. Just come here to the weapon level transmission. And what you're going to want to do is take your level 60 weapon and just level it up to 100 with one of your other level 100s that you should already have. Now, if you don't have any level 100 weapons, it's fine. Just go to Kingston and run any of the missions on hard. Those are the easiest ones to complete on hard, and you'll be able to get level 100 drops. If you haven't unlocked hard yet and you're still trying to get better weapons just to defeat bosses or whatever, this will still be the same method. But just level it up with whichever weapon you have that's the highest and go back to that region to farm out the highest level weapons for your level. After that, come back here, make your gun level 100. This will immediately level up the damage quite a bit. Now, if it's not all the way up to about 130 or 150k at this point, what you'll want to do is go to the weapon readjustment. Now, this will take more materials, and that's why I was saying you can farm the mission over and over again. But if you don't feel like doing the mission over and over and over again, trying to get that perfect roll, what you'll do is you'll come here to the weapon readjustment box, and you'll begin to respin the perks that it has. Every time you re-roll it, it will get more and more perks. Now, keep in mind, it will take quite a bit of materials to do this. So it may actually be better just to go and farm the mission over and over until you get a better roll. But if you have the materials, you don't want to do that, you can come in here and re-roll the perks on the gun. Now, if you get a good roll, what you'll want to do is actually lock it in, and then you can respin it again. This will get you 2 or 3 perks, but it'll lock in the first one. Now, this will cost even more materials, and that's why I'm saying it is quite a dump of materials because you may have to respin this weapon 5, 6, 7 times in order to get that perfect. Now, once you have the roll that you want or that you're looking for, there's ways to make the gun considerably stronger even from here after doing all of these level ups. So find the weapon that you want to use. Like we're going to use the Eternal Willpower still throughout the entire video. What you'll want to do from here is you'll go into the mods. What you can do, not obviously you're going to put on the best mods that fit your build or whatever you're going to fight up against. But from here, what you also want to do is go to module additional settings, increase the capacity. And as you can see, you're going to almost double the capacity for which the mods you can use is. What this will do is it'll almost double the power overall of the weapon because now you can equip twice as many mods. Also socket in one of these if you really like the weapon. It's going to waste one of your crystallization catalysts. But when you do this, it will make it so that whatever mod you put in that slot will cost less. Now keep in mind it will also take your proficiency back to 0 and take away one of your catalysts. Now those are all the tips I can give you guys to get the best weapon in the game as of right now. This may change in the future as I'm sure they're going to be adding multiple more guns, and I'm sure there's even higher level guns you can get from certain bosses that we just haven't been able to beat yet. So hopefully this helps, and I'll catch you in the next one.